guys, how's everyone doing today? I'm starting off the new year with a new skin routine. So what I want to do today is I'm going to show you is how I get more of a not dewy look, but a healthier looking skin when my face is dry and, I'm maturing skin. So you can see I do have some, lines on my forehead, underneath my eyes, things like that. So what I'm doing today is my routine to have more of a healthy looking skin. I do start off with 2 different primers, which is kind of crazy, but for me it's not, because I sit here and do my makeup every day like this, and it's just what I do. So I have the Physician Formula Spotlight Primer right here. I put a couple little pea-size amounts up here, and then I'll put a little bit up on my forehead, like up in this area, and my chin, my nose, and that's it. And then for the rest of my face, I'll use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer right here. And it's like a silicone primer. I'm sure everybody knows what it is, but I'll use this like in the center of my forehead. I use my hand for this because this one don't squeeze out that well, it's getting low. So I'll use this in the middle of my forehead. I'll use it down my nose. Also with the other one, of course. Right there. Use a little bit right here too, and then the rest I will fill in like right in here, because I do have some problems with pores. And now when I'm using primers like this, I do like to use my sponge for it. I got new sponges from Dollar General. They're my favorite right now, like this one right here. So I'll kind of get these ones in first, because this dries a little bit quicker, because it has like that shimmery type look to it, the glow look, whatever you want to call it. I kind of try to get that in first, so don't dry down too shiny. I don't want to look like Tin Man all day. And I bring this underneath my eyes a little bit too, even though it's, shiny. You'd think it would kind of mess with your eyes. It really doesn't. It doesn't mess with the under eyes at all. And then I'm going to get the Smashbox one spread out. Sorry if I seem like I'm out of breath. I kind of am. My husband's home sick today. He has really bad kidney stones, and he's had them for years, but, every once in a while they get really bad, and he'll pass a few bigger ones, and he'll be down for a day or two, so that's also why I'm trying to be quiet, and it may sound like I'm struggling over my words. It's because I'm trying not to let myself get loud, because I get loud very quickly. Once this is all blended in, the foundation I use the most when I want a healthier looking skin is the Maybelline Dewy and Smooth right here. Mine's in the shade 220, and it's natural beige. So I just pour this out of my little tray. It may take a second, I think I'm getting low. And I just dot this around. And I actually do bring this all the way underneath my eyes, because I feel like that, because it's so like dewy, it kind of has like a softer feel to it and a silkier feel, and it helps my concealer like glide over a lot easier. I keep seeing all these videos, and it's, I do it too. I use a lot of matte products, but when you're getting older and your skin starts aging more, you kind of have a hard time using all these matte products, because it kind of makes your skin look bad. And I don't see a lot of products for people that are aging, except for like skincare type products. And I know it's all, you're supposed to take care of your skin, and it's a big part in how your makeup looks is how you take care of your skin. But not many companies really do stuff for older people. Like, their marketing techniques and everything are all geared towards, the 20-something and under. Not people like me or most of you that are, 35 and above. So I think that they need to maybe take a look, since, it is a new year. Maybe they need to take a look at their marketing and their products and see what they can do for women our age that, find good brands and stick to them and buy all these different products. Basically just, gear products more towards older women because there's not many of them. So obviously it's a little bit darker than my skin. It's not really a big of a deal. I'll just bring it down my neck. My chest and everything is self-tanned a little bit, so it should blend in a little bit more there. I did buy most of these foundations in the summertime, and I am always like 4 or 5 shades darker in the summer. I lose my color very easily in the wintertime. I guess because I'm so dry and my skin peels more and whatever else. But if you guys know of any skincare, makeup brands that maybe I don't, that are geared more towards women our age, can you guys just let me know about it, because it's something that I would like to look into. So that's it for the foundation. For concealer, lately, and made it to my favorites, is the Revlon Candid right here, and that's in the shade 015, which is light pale, which is actually too light for me. It didn't look like, if you look at the bottle, let's see if I can get it. Look at the color here, it almost looks like a light beige, but it's really not once you get it on. You see how light it is, it's kind of crazy, but this really is my favorite concealer. It does brighten. I don't know if it's because it's so light or not, but yeah, it does work. It does its job. I mean, even on my forehead it doesn't even look that light, but underneath my eyes it looks crazy. I'm just going to blend that out real quick. There we go. Once it's all blended out, it really don't look that bad. And I'm not going to set this yet, which I do have to set it a little bit. Otherwise it will crease on me. But it's pretty full coverage. I like it. I mean, it's one of my favorites right now, and it doesn't cause that crepey skin underneath my eyes that I get with a lot of concealer. So for contour, I've got the Wet n Wild contour shade right here. It kind of looks orange in the tube. It's not that orange, and it's in the shade Oaks on You. So I just bring it in here, kind of scribble it. It's not like it's an exact science. It'll look better once I blend it anyway. This is like the perfect contour shade for me, right now at least. And for my nose especially, because I don't like to have like a really crazy nose contour. Yeah, I just shape it a little bit. And that's about it. But you can see, I mean, I just drew a line around, not a big deal. And then I try to blend in the little areas like this first. I mean, it doesn't dry fast, so it's not like you have to work with it that fast, but it's a really nice contour shade. And it doesn't dry out, and it's like a more creamy contour shade. Kind of seems like it has like an oil base to it. Which, speaking of oil, sometimes before I do my foundation, which I already did it earlier, so I didn't do it again to show you this, but before I do my foundation, I'll use bio oil. It's right here. This stuff works great for my skin. I mean, you can use it for stretch marks, you can use it for aging skin, you can use it just if you're really dry. It's actually not, I mean, it's a little pricey. It's like 15 bucks at Walmart, but I mean, it's not that expensive, so it's not that big of a deal. I've had it for quite a while, and I love it. I mean, I've used it for stretch marks, I've used it for dry skin, I use it for my face, which it helps with the creasing underneath your eyes. And I have noticed a difference since I've been using it, so I don't know if you've noticed, but underneath my eyes I normally have like crazy bags, and I still do have a little bit like right there. But compared to normal, it actually looks a lot better than what it was, and I think that's because of the bio oil. That's why I was mentioning it today. So there we go with the contour. That's all finished. Excuse me. So now what I'll do is I'll take my Coty Airspun. Just whatever I have in the lid. Looks like a lot, but it's really not that much. I'm just going to tap underneath my eyes to make sure I don't have any creasing. And then I take the Coty Airspun on the sponge, like that. And I don't want to bake it, so it may look like it at first, but I'm going to wipe this right off. I just want to make sure I get it evenly coated, so I don't have any problems with the concealer messing up on me. And that's basically all I'll do for setting underneath my eyes, because I don't want it to get dried up on me, because like I said, my skin's extremely dry. Use a little bit down here to set. And you can see I'm not using as much as I normally do, and I don't want to go too far on my cheeks because I am going to be using a cream blush. That's why I was being very particular with what I did on my underneath my eyes, because I want to bring it down into this area where I'm not going to be putting any powder. And I should have done it before I did this, but I forgot about blush for some reason. I wish I had something to get rid of the sound. I know you guys can hear all the cars going by. It's like crazy outside today here. It's like a nasty day. You know, it's kind of cold. It's been rainy. My cat's snoring, sorry. I want to set my eyelid also. Alright, now for cream blush, I haven't been using a real blush. I've been using my Broadway Colors Contour Artist Cream, it's called. There you go. And I've just been using this. Alright, sorry, my camera kept shutting off on me. So I used, like I said, the cream contour, the Broadway cream contour kit, and I used the color correcting shade right there as a blush. You can see it. I blend it real quick. And on camera, it doesn't look nowhere near as rosy and pink as it really is, but it works out really well and it looks great. It looks more natural and it stays all day. So, I mean, that's basically it for my cream products right there. If I want to go a little bit further, which I think I'm going to today, I am going to use my Galactic Duo instead. Sorry. Right here. This one has kind of like a pink one and then a regular like champagne-y color. I use the pink one normally on top of my blush if I use that. Just give a little bit of a shimmer to it so I don't look dried out at all. And it also gives that pink hue to it so you can see the pink a little bit better now. There you go. So it gives me like more of a sheen on my face, and then I'll go back to I'll use this one over here as a highlight. Right here. There we go. And then on my nose. Still see some powder there, sorry guys. A little on my forehead. And a little bit on my chin. Even though I said it, it'll still work. There we go. So you can see I'm kind of like glowy, but not like over glowy and not overly dewy. Just enough to make my skin look healthy and good. Now I'm gonna get closer. I'm gonna zoom you guys in real quick. I do film on my on my phone, so I'm gonna have to lean forward to do it. But I'm gonna show you guys the finish. So you can see there's no like cakiness to it. There's no, even where I put the powder underneath my eyes, so you can't see any kind of extra lines or anything. The lines on my forehead, right there. Can't really see them that well with this. And that's why I prefer there we go. That's why I prefer to use more cream products in the wintertime when I'm dry and, you know, I'm older. So, I mean, that is a pretty good contour, everything like that. So, I mean, my forehead is a little shiny in the middle, but I did add a little bit of highlight over in here and over here. And I also did use the Physician Formula Spotlight the primer. So, I mean, I'm going to have a little bit of shine, but it will dull down a tiny bit throughout the day for me because I do get so dry. My face will absorb most of the oils that are in these products, which kind of scares me a little bit because you kind of don't want it to absorb. Then if you want, you can set with a setting spray not one that's extra moisturizing. Like I'll use a matte setting spray with something like this because it will dry it down a little bit so my face isn't absorbing as much. And I mean, that's what I would do. So I'm going to go off camera real quick and do the rest of my makeup, and I'll come back and we can talk more about it. Alright, so this is the outcome of my natural skin routine that I use for when I want to have a natural look to my face when it's very dry and it feels like all life sucked out of it, and I'm older and I have creases and lines that I didn't know were there until, you know, one day they just popped up on me. I think we all feel that way. It's like we went from 18 and we blinked and, you know, now we're 35, 40, 45, whatever. So this is the routine I do when I want my skin to look nice and not dried out and dull and make myself feel a little bit better. So I actually filmed a second tutorial, which is on this eye look here. Again, I'm only wearing lashes because I burnt off my lashes on this eye here, basically. Like the whole middle has no lashes. So I did put on false lashes for this video, but they're not too crazy or drastic, so it's not that big of a deal. And that wasn't the point of the video anyway. So anyway, I hope you guys liked the skincare routine I did. I have to go down and check on my husband, see how he's feeling right now, so it's going to be the end of my video. I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.